How goes life, Karas Est, the dancing dinosaur, and there's a British Viking in here. How's everyone's morning today? So I randomly saw that there was this extension. Where was the right thing here? Right, okay. So there's this extension. And I saw it in someone else's stream, so I enabled it. But I don't know how it works. Because, like, as far as I understand it, it's only ever going to be something that shows up on your guys' screen again. I don't think it actually shows up on my screen. Because if it had to show up on my screen, I'd probably have to, like, install something that connects to it. So maybe I'll have to look into this more. I literally just, like, enabled this, like, the last 3 minutes. Let's get some good infinity mirror here. Oh, yes. Oh, that's fun. So much infinity mirroring happening in the stream. Okay, anyways. I'll play around with that anymore. Thanks for the lurk, though, British. Always appreciate people just hanging out, even if they're not chatting. So I have made some changes to my Trello board. Let's just get it over here. Essentially, by the end of today, I want my playtest built. I want it done. You gotta do the driving thing, yeah. It's a pretty common thing, seemingly. So I just want to finish this up, and then I added 2 things. I bumped out the spray paint mechanic. It's gonna take a little bit of time, I think, and I don't think it's quite needed yet. And then I want to add a selectable difficulty because specifically with the Morse code timing, I want that to be choosable. So you can choose like how fast your Morse code is. Because I don't want to just set something and have that either be too easy for somebody or too difficult for somebody. I'm just going to let them choose it with maybe some pre-selected options. And then, yeah, I just need a playtest message. I just want to pop up because before I had like some text down here and that just kind of looked ugly. Yeah, what's up, British? So I'm here until then. Okay. But yeah, so the trouble with, especially with actually learning Morse code, is that if you're just trying to play this as a game that has Morse code mechanics, you probably don't care that it's a little slower, and you're like, oh, well, now I know at least, like, this is an R, and this is a T, and this is a U, right? But from everything that I've read about people that, like, actually do the training for legit people that want to really know it, you're actually supposed to speed it up to the point that you can't hear the individual dits and das, right? So you shouldn't actually be going like, oh, it's dot dash dot, that's an R. You should be like, oh, that's an R, right? And so that's why I want to make sure that I have those options, right? So there's a person that just wants to play it and kind of like learn kind of like the basics of it, but not actually like hardcore trying to know this. But then I also want to be able to support the actual people that want to get to the point where they can just like hear it and be like, oh, that's what that means, right? Because those are actually 2 different types of drastically different levels of difficulty. And so I'm gonna try to figure out something to support that. And that's what I'm doing. Also, I have been making quite a few just random changes in this. I'm wondering, guys, this is around because they've played it a lot. Just settings for a second. Let's turn the music a little bit down so that we're not doing stuff. I added some little button sounds, so I got the nice little flicky flicky flick. Might be too quiet to hear, but other thing I did is all right. Just let me know when you're actually here, because I wanna run something by you, because you played it a lot. I want to get your opinion on something. Oh, that's actually another thing. So, one time when I was running backwards, it's like a weird glitchy thing that happened. It doesn't seem to happen anymore, so. It's probably fine, I guess. Then. Menu. Okay, so all right. Oh, all right. Let me show you. So one thing I was doing was there's like some edge cases where chests can appear really close to each other, and then that means their beeping kind of overlaps. And I always kind of found it weird that they just beep. So what I'm trying to, let's see if I can find a chest now. Nope, of course it's just a little thing here. Let's find a chest. Here we go. So they don't beep by default anymore, and you have to type in play. That one's super easy, GE. But the idea is each time you actually type in play, it'll play. And you can do the up arrow to do it more often. But I'm just wondering if this is a better solution, or if you think it's going to be annoying. The other thing that I like about it, long term, is that I could potentially make chests that have like limited amounts of plays, so you can only listen to it like 3 times. But you let me know. What was your initial thought on having a chest that you actually have to type play in instead of just like walking up to? Oh god, Steve. No. Oh, he's gonna find me here. Or did he? Oh, I got around the corner fast enough that he didn't know that I went through the door. Ha ha ha! You didn't smash my door, Steve. Suck it. Oh no. Okay, no. No, he's much smarter than me. Oh god. Oh no. Okay. That's not cool, Steve. That is definitely not cool. Alright. I thought I had outsmarted him. He had outsmarted me. I could just run through the portal. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Let's just go through the portal. I have to figure out whether or not like that's an okay interaction or if that's too smart. You know? And hello, okay. So what Steve did there is that he saw that the door was closed, and the navigation point just said like, "Oh, you can walk all the way around." And I don't know if I like that per se. It does feel a little silly, like the monster's too smart to a degree, but I don't think I can fix that in like a day or less. Because basically he's chasing him. He's always setting this destination. Unless I know, like, the path turned invalid. Or something. I don't know. I'd have to figure out some way maybe in the future to fix that. I guess you can just check though. He doesn't have auto repathing on, right? Yeah. He doesn't have auto repath. Alright. I'll leave that for now. I guess it's kind of hard to understand it before you play it for the play system. But, you know, I'll put it in the playtest. People will try it. They'll tell me if they hate it or not. That's kind of, I guess, what I'm going to do. So we're going to just make a ticket for enemies maybe should not loop around closed doors if the loop is too big. I don't know. I'll put that like here. Okay. Let's just focus on getting these two done. I think I did get this good enough. I think that's gonna be fine. Then, actually one small other thing I was gonna change is in FPS character thingy. I just wasn't gonna do this part. I was gonna do the rotation, but not the position follow. Okay, anyways. So let's get to difficulty. So there's a couple of things that I need to tweak right now. Yeah. Oh, that was another thing I was probably gonna do too. Yeah, I feel like you should probably be able to open it. I could probably add that pretty quickly, honestly. Go to terminal screen. I could add what is it called though? HUD. Basically just this code sheet toggle to terminal screen. Let's see if that works. But yeah, I definitely get your point on the not a button, but like it's a typing, and so that's why I did add the ability. Like I already had this ability, but you can go up on the up arrow, and then you can use your previous command. So it's just up enter to play it again. But I probably understand that a lot of people are not going to understand that initially, unless you've used like terminal interfaces a lot. That might not be the most natural of. What the? I forgot about that part. Okay. 1 second. I kind of forgot. This does actually need to follow me. But maybe I just do it so that it's instant instead of other things. Oh, so this isn't even a late update. I should move all this to late update, I think. Void Lato Updato. Okay. But I might also just, yes, I might, well, but I comment the old version and then paste this version, and then we'll just set the position instead of lerping it. So there's some weirdness, I think, that happens because of that. So I just want to set the position, and then we'll rotate the thing. Okay, let's just try that again. I haven't had any coffee yet. Okay, load game. Load game. All right, so the only thing I was gonna check here is basically now. Ooh, okay, I see this doesn't really work very well. Well, it doesn't even work, but the problem is that Q can be a valid input to the terminal screen. So I'd actually have to have like a button almost, but also you don't actually have a mouse in this screen right now. So, that'll be tough. That's a tough cookie. I don't know if I could crack that one. It's interesting that didn't even work. Of whatever you sent previously. Oh, so like, you know, if you like typed in KS properly and then you're trying to do X and you messed that one up, it still sends KS? Let's try this. Yeah, okay, you're right. That does seem kind of weird. I should probably not do that. Morse. Was it decoder? Yeah, I think it's decoder. Output letter. No match for this. Yes, then it'll display that, but it won't actually break out here. I see. That's the problem. Yeah, so it's still kind of like does other things, but doesn't add. Code entered. Okay. Should probably in some way then quit out of this pressing input. Although if you mess up, yeah. wait to this next playtest. I've actually made like 15 levels of difficulty. So you'll have plenty of depth to go down. Although the first levels are a lot easier, so you'll probably breeze through those. Okay. Yeah, so it always gets the output word if you've put in at least one word, but maybe I should say like should I clear it? If symbols count. And we have something. Because so like I'm thinking I could clear it, like if you're just rage quitting, but like assuming on the other flip end, right? You like mess up, you know, you're trying to type H and you put in 5 dots or something, right, instead of 4, and then you do some other letters that are good. I could clear out the H, but then you would still be sending the other ones. So in some aspect, I almost need to like stop the whole loop until you know, like there's that, or until you've tried to output a word. Because like if there's a bad letter in the outputting of the word, I mark it as bad, and then has bad letter, and then we just don't send anything, I guess. Yeah, that's what we're thinking alike, Karazas. We're aligned. Bool has bad letter equals false for now. Also, I guess I didn't care about my naming conventions at this time. 1 second. Just gotta update these so that they're consistent. Why is this up all the way here too? It's, I guess, whatever. It's just kind of weird. It should probably be like there. Okay. I wonder, at some point I might need to make this consistent, because or this tunable by the player, because if they're like that guy that was like hammering away at the Morse code thing was ridiculously fast, this is probably not gonna work very well for them. But anyways, okay, so I guess the idea is that every time I output a word, if there was a bad letter, then we go turn, and we go this equals false again, and then we return. And then in the letter here, output no match for that. What I could do, instead of doing this, exactly. So I could say true. So the only thing about if I do just this is that it might not actually tell them which letter they got wrong in their order. And so what I kind of want to do is we'll take this, but I'm going to say no. I'm going to not do the input thing there. I'm going to take code entered and then plus equals this. And since we know it's bad, I should also maybe cache this builder or something, but instead of making a new one each time. That'd probably be nice, wouldn't it? Why don't I do that? Private string builder. I might even call this string builder. To go down and fix all the namings. All right. I'll just clear it beforehand. Probably the safer way to do it. Okay, and so we add it to the code that we've been entering. Maybe I should add like a space on each side. Okay, and then what we do here is we instead we will still output something, but we said unable to send Morse code letters. That, right? So it'll actually tell you kind of like where along the line you messed up something. I think it's probably nicer. Okay. Let's quickly test that out, and then let's get into difficulty, because I want to get that done. It was definitely a good point, though. Thank you, Karazest, for bringing that up. See if the dog wants to come up. Hey, Maddie? You want to come up? No. She instead just wants to see you. Nope, this is really hard to see. Oh, there we go. She's just coming over now. Come on up. She was sitting in her little bed over there. Load game. There we go. Alrighty, so let's go. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, there we go. So if you really mess up, and then it says at least like where you messed up, right? And it could go. Yeah. Oh wait, no, it still says unable to. Why does it say sent though? Oh wait, I'm not clearing this, aren't I? That's why. Code entered equals empty. And now clear the code entered. Okay, there we go. Thanks for the compliment, Karazest. I mean, it's also like a build that you basically just open doors in chess, so hopefully this newer version is gonna be even better. Hopefully like the stress system doesn't ruin it or anything. But I have been doing some like playtest runs, and like the nice thing is when you open chess, you reduce your stress. So as long as you're balancing that, It should be okay. Oh, um, I should probably add that as a list item. Stop naughty words generation in codes. Yeah, that's a valid one. It's completely random, so it's definitely possible. The torch. Yeah. Wait, so you're in a level where the door has 5 letters on it? You're actually on that level? That's insane. That's pretty deep. It's pretty deep indeed. Okay. Jeez. God help you if you find Steve. I guess Steve is pretty easy though on that level, like because he can't like smash down doors yet and things. It does make it a lot easier. Okay, so one thing I have to do is difficulty. There's a difficulty manager, but this is more like a database because it has settings. It has a get current settings, which is kind of weird that it's a persistent manager that has difficulty settings, like a value that can get set. Maybe this should be a game manager. This probably should be a game manager, honestly. Because yeah, it has stuff that only exists in the game manager sense, which doesn't make sense to be a persistent manager. You know, we're gonna have our first demotion, guys. I think a manager is getting demoted. He wasn't performing. So, you know, we didn't fire him because there's like laws and regulations around that, supposedly. You can't just like completely boot somebody that is not performing. But, you know, we decided, hey, if you're not performing, we're not gonna like keep you in your current like high executive rank level. So we're gonna demote you. You're now a level manager. Difficulty. Oh no, not a level manager. Okay, you're not that bad. You're not that bad. You're not a level manager bad, but you're gonna take some time, and you know, in the game manager leagues, you're gonna have to work your way back up. Think of this as motivation. You know, you need to prove yourself to the company, to the masses. Otherwise, you will not be invited back. Think of his children. It's business. We're not in the business of thinking of the children. We're in the business of thinking of your performance and what you're doing. That's what we're in here for. All right. Which is nice. Okay, so now because he's a game manager there, that will be nice. I just need to go now to persistent manager. I need to drag one of these out, and then I need to go to game manager hub. Why is... Oh, this is the game manager hub. I don't know why. Okay. Basically just need to relocate him. He's getting forcefully relocated. He has no choice. Where are you, difficulty manager? Okay, so this it's thrown over here. Well, I'll put them at the top just to make them feel good. And then add a game object, add to game manager there, and then we will go over to this guy and nuke him over there. There we go. All right. Okay. There we go, difficulty manager. Now been reassigned. Okay, and so now in save data, what I want to do is have, it already has a difficulty value. Was I even using this value? Final references. I was using it to load a difficulty that but I never like set it. It was just 0. So that's like game difficulty. So it's kind of like a different thing. So I might just rename it to be that. Game difficulty. And then we'll just write in here as well. So public, this is a float, I think, technically. Let's go to chest data. Words per minute, Farnsworth words per minute, right? So there's these two values. So basically, I want to take these, paste them in here. Because as far as I understand it, like if you're going to be learning a speed, you learn it consistently. I don't think you want to have situations where like as you get deeper and deeper, it just starts to change how fast it goes. I think that's going to be not great for a lot of people. So basically just put those there. And then I'm thinking I'm gonna like cache the settings. So this is a little sketchier now to do because it's not a persistent manager. What does this get called again? Win screen and difficulty toggle. These I don't even think exist anymore. I don't use them, so that's, I guess, whatever. I guess you can continue with this pattern for this manager. Basically what he's going to do is he's going to have a private save data field where he's going to cache the current save data. Load data equals save data. And in there, he's going to just have some of these basically. So public, static, float, Morse code, words per minute equals underscore instance dot save data dot words per minute, and then Morse code Farnsworth words per minute equals Farnsworth words per minute. There we go. Sweet. So now I've kind of defined those there, and I don't need to define them in the chest data anymore. I can just find the reference where I use this in chest, and instead go difficulty manager dot Morse code words per minute, and yeah, then as well here dot Morse Farnsworth. There we go. Actually, I want to... I don't want this anymore either. If I'm manually playing it, there's no point in waiting between after playing it. So just set it off. I think that was actually maybe causing issues before. All right. Anyway, so Farnsworth unit length. Okay. So now we have set everything through that. Just throwing it out there, have you thought about putting an alternative layout of Morse code decoder? Not just alphabetic, but toggle it to a Morse tree, for example? Oh, you're talking about the sheet, right? Like in the this guy, instead of alphabetic. Yeah, that might be something to consider. Obviously, right now, I just put that there. Like, literally, I took this, because you play this game, you probably know. I took the sheet that was in don't keep talking and nobody explodes, I think. I can't remember what the exact wording of this game is. But that game has the Morse code sheet. I took this layout and just like recreated it here. And that's exactly what I did. It is just that. Does this have outlining on it? If so, ew. Why would I have done that? Okay, no, I don't think it has an outline. It kind of looked like it for a bit, but it feels like it does though. Like if I'm looking at this, it seems like there's an outline. But I'm not seeing any. Oh, it's not. Wow, it's not squares. Okay, that's why. Are these not squares either? Okay. All you, be squares. It's so much nicer. Please say all of these are squares. No. Okay, one second. Yeah. Like all good UIs, they're just basically copies of things, you know? My good fellow streamer, Fox Hollow, made a whole thing yesterday about talking about a thing called Jacob's Law, where supposedly people like things to be how they expect them to be, basically, or how other things have been in the past. So, you know, why not take advantage of that and just casually, you know, use the same layouts? Because I don't think you can, like, I don't think it's actually, like, possible to sue somebody for, you know, reusing the like you can't sue somebody for using your layout of a HUD. It's not something you can do. I'm thinking as well, I'm just gonna quickly copy component. I'm just gonna duplicate this and throw these things into the terminal screen. And also the in-game info screen, I think, as well. I could probably fit it in there. Just because I think when you're looking at these, I think you do probably want... What did I just do? I didn't. Okay. Dragged it out of it. I think you might want to know about your health and such. Container? Wow. Wow. Who was the spell checker on here? Who was telling me that I had just renamed this Container? Come on. Guys, you're supposed to keep me in check here. Yeah. Well, it's also, yeah, it's just like, I think it's all about expectation management, right? And people intuitively just expect other things, new things to work the same way that other things have worked in the past. This isn't even the same thing here. Second. Let's copy this. Close info. Duplicate. Throw that up there. Delete this one. There we go. Try to keep things consistent here. As much as possible. Alright. So now in-game info screen's there, and then this is got there. Sweet. Okay. Alright. What did I just disable? I thought I disabled both of these. Okay. So yeah. I don't see letters in these 2 pixels on mobile. That's fair. Okay. You're normally so good, so and I was just expecting that someone would have caught it, but can't catch everything, I guess. All right. So now that we've moved everything to this instead of chest data, which I should probably actually delete those variables now that they're not used anywhere. What we want to do next is actually be able to set them. So there's 2 areas that we basically need to be setting them. One is in the settings screen, and 2 is in like when you start a new game. So I'm going to make a new screen for that. Should I model it off, or I guess I'll model off the settings screen. Difficulty select. So we're gonna remove this. We're gonna probably delete almost everything here. Yeah, just delete everything except for the back, I guess. The back can stay. Although in this case it's gonna be more like continue. It's called apply change now. Continue. Continue. Sounds like an interesting word. Or actually, I guess it's more like begin, probably. Begin your descent into madness. Kind of, maybe, sort of. Anyways. There'll be a button there. Is this a nice button that I have? No, it's not. Let's just change that. Go debug. Hover button. Swap that in. Go to normal. There we go. I also need to actually probably change the settings then. Settings. Wait. What? I clicked the wrong thing. This is what I wanted to do. We'll go back button. Although I need to swap these around. Okay. Let's go apply changes. There we go. Put that up there, and then put that in there, and then just change this to text. And then this thing should have this. And this should be more like this, with maybe a smaller height, but a higher position. And then a little bit of an X offset. There we go. Let's just make that a nice round number so that it's nice. 30 and 30. Sweet. Brilliant. Okay. And then what I was actually supposed to do is go debug and then drag this in here so that it does my nice little buttony thingies. Alrighty, save that. Now, settings screen, you can go away. And we are left with this. So I actually do need to do this, begin, button. Need to drag this over, drag this. Just change this to text. Make this, fly over here, and then this guy. Again, I'm going to set him to 50, and then I'm going to set it to bottom left. This will be 30, or negative 30, negative 30, and 30. There we go. And again, this text should be begin. Actually, there's probably a use case to make this larger. Let's make it like 100, yeah. But then make the text inside of it should be centered. There we go. So now it's got a bigger touch area or tap area. Okay. Now I need to actually make a separate little model thing. So create empty, and I'm going to say Morse code difficulty selecto. I'm not putting the O in the actual text. It's okay. And so he's going to have, I don't know, a pretty high width probably. 1000. And then height being like 200 or something. Effectively, I just... It's just going to have the sliders here, and then I'll have like a model here to change the sliders, I think. That's probably what I'm going to do. So I'll have this a little bit lower. And I'm going to go to settings screen, and I'm going to take some of these toggles, I think. I think that works, yeah. I'll just take both of these toggles. Duplicato. Placey. And so this is going to be words per minute. This is going to be Farnsworth words per minute. And so we're going to take both of these. We're going to like, just position 0 them. Yeah. And then height, we'll 0 them out, and then we'll move them a little bit. Wait, I took the wrong thing. I took the toggles. Ah, God. I took the toggles. I should have taken these things. This is what I actually wanted. I wanted 2 of these. Duplicate. I want some sliders. I don't want some toggles. I want to slide. Slide. Words per minute slider. And then again, Farnsworth words per minute slider. There we go. And then blum. Just 0 both of these out so that we can get them in here. And why don't I just go a vertical layout group. Middle center. There we go. Sweet. All right, so now text. I should actually just make this the other text. UI. This doesn't have. It does have a text option. Huh. It has all these things, I guess. It's just a question whether or not I want to use these or not. I'm gonna say not for now, but I probably should at some point. UI text brush pro, and then changing this to squares. And effectively, so I have this width. So we're gonna make it probably much wider. It's like 800 or something at least. Why don't we even do like 900? And this, I want to have the anchored on the top like this, but then we say effectively that the pivot is going to be 0, and then we put it on the top there. And actually maybe just go like 4 up, and then we will pivot you on the bottom. There we go. So this again is words per minute. I should add spaces. I'm no longer in coding land. Okay. And I should actually say this as Morse code beep. I don't know. I'll just say Morse code words per minute. And then I will duplicate this, throw it into here, delete that, and then say 0, 0, 4. And then just need to change this one so that it is also 900. There we go. And then change this to Farnsworth. I'll have to add like a tooltip probably to explain both of these. But you know, here's what it is. I should have like a number actually displayed somewhere as well. Do it at the. I'd probably just do it at the end, right? Like I go like, you know, something like that. That's probably what I will do. Yeah, something like that. To choose long doors. If you have a dash, you can hold it indefinitely when you're thinking about the next input. Ah. Wow, you're cheating now, Karazest? How could you? How could you do that? That is kind of funny, though. So that's because if it's greater than this, it's a dash. Otherwise, it's just a dot. Yeah. I'm crying at these. Yeah. I'm gonna make that a to-do. Not for this one, but like maybe future word. Stop. Hold. Dash. Forever. in Morse code input. There's probably going to be a timeout that, like, if you hold it for longer than this, it probably just like says like, oh, you're not inputting anymore, right? That's probably what I can just do. But I won't do that now. We'll leave you with your little exploit for now. So I have these sliders. I need to be able to take them and adjust some values. So in this case, the actual min kind of glitch through the doors. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess you do what you got to do. So I think the minimum. What should be the minimum? I guess like 5 is probably like the slowest I'd want to go, and then like 40 words per minute. I wonder, can I like highest reasonable Morse code speed? Yeah. To copy at 180 words per minute. Yeah, so I guess, but the thing about these guys is, so they're converting it into words, right? So they're actually like they're not even like listening to any individual letters anymore. They're just listening to like whole words, which maybe I might get to at some point. But for the purposes of just like randomly giving letters, back in the Cold War, some Russian operators are sending upwards of can send about 25. All right. Well, let's set the max to 50 for those insane people. I'll set this to whole numbers though, because I think I kind of want to make that like that. And then again, we're going to go 5 and 50 and whole numbers. All right. And then again though, so like the people that are doing that, they're no longer it's not like, oh, thank you for following Lufers. Hello, how's it going? Pet the doggo. Doggo is left. One sec. I will go pet the dog. Where's the dog? Oh, doggo's over here. Alright. Cool. Big fluffy doggo. Who doesn't really like to be held? She's gonna freak out in a moment. Call you Lucas. All right. Try to remember that. Give her some treats to make her happy. Can you like write notes about people? No. That would be cool. Big loaf of a dog. Yeah. Well, good morning to Brazil then. Or maybe actually it's probably near to your afternoon, or it's probably still morning, I assume. It's very early for me. Yeah, I'm making. Dad says training is okay to like 65 words per minute. Yeah. Well, it's yeah. So I was thinking like I don't think that, at least in my current form of how I teach it, the Morse code, probably something less than 50 is probably okay for now. Once you get to 100 and things, that's like you actually have to have like words, like full sentences and stuff, because again, they're listening to like when we say hello, you're not listening to like, oh, there's an H, an E, an L, an L, an O. You're listening to that whole thing as a word, and so that's how they can decipher it. Just lay down. You're a good girl. She pines for the treats. You sneeze and miss half Vanessa. Yeah. She's going. She's like, you're not giving me treats. I go lay down in my crate again. Or wanting water. But yeah, Lucas, let me know if you. I don't know how long you've been watching, but I can give you a little tour if you want of what my game is. I was just working on this, but I can take a small little break to show you. Yeah, in C# in Unity. I don't think Unity even supports anything else but C# nowadays. So I want to add eventually little scripts. Oh, thanks, Nickman. Yeah, it's my semi-annual haircut. Woo! Thank you for the subscription too.
Mine just subscribed.
You can now bork and do other things like the cursed wheel. It's a difficulty selecto. Yeah, you did. I think there's maybe one left. Oh yeah, so Lucas, you said you're programming in web because the game is hard. I mean, I think the opposite, but that's just because I've never really coded in web. I've like copied and pasted things. Oh yeah. I don't know, Nurkmind, if you read the terms and conditions. You can't leave now. There's a. I actually mean to keep adding this. I should add this. Oh, 1 second. Let me take a brief aside here. Can I actually add this on the fly? I don't know. Maybe. I was meaning to. Oh, where is this? In my icons. Oh no, I can't find it now. I'm trying to find the emote. There's a thing in. I don't know what I'm doing. I can change it later. But there's like the subscriber icons, and it's gonna be a lock too. So you have a founder badge to show it. It's before you're awake, and you're in Quebec too. Um, so I'm 3 hours ahead of you. You want to buy a MacBook to program, but the hourly wage for a junior programmer is $3.79. Yeah, that's gonna be that's rough. I mean, you don't necessarily need a MacBook, um, but yeah, you can find probably other computers that are programmable. Oh, so probably like, I guess it depends if you need to be mobile, but um, yeah. I also definitely know that like I lived in Mauritius for a little bit, uh, and that was one of the noticeable things is that like any computer electronics there was way more expensive, um, and like getting a monitor, like a decent monitor, was like the equivalent of like $400. It was pretty crazy. I live in Canada. Me and Nurkmind are Canadians, as you might say. Um, he's in the other side though. Why am I getting null references? The type initializer from difficulty manager through an error. Oh. I hadn't made them properties. They were just fields. Okay. So, did I actually make that script that I was thinking I was making, or did I just get distracted and not do that? Because that would have been something. Difficulty select. Cool. Maybe I should rename this already. Yeah, that was a bad name. I should rename this to Morse code difficulty select so that I know that it's just for the Morse code. Create C# script. Morse code difficulty selector. I was thinking, yeah, I was for a moment, Nick, I was thinking like, oh, it's kind of crazy that like I wake up before you do. But again, like it's probably 7 when I wake up, so like, or 7:30. So like, I think most people would have woken up by then, but like, it's not unreasonable to not have woken up by 7, especially if you like don't have to go to work or anything. Like, you don't have to like physically travel to work or anything. That's a reasonable time. I remember from my first job that I had, that I was remote, I would wake up. I would start at 10, and I would wake up at like 9:45, and then walk to my desk, and then start working. But that was when I was a younger lad, and had no children, and a wife, and I could do such a thing. Okay, I'm getting very distracted. So Morse code difficulty select is going to be a little widget that I put on the difficulty select screen, because I'm going to have this thing in 2 different areas. And so I need to have a widget that handles the changing of the difficulty. Now what this thing is going to need is a public init method, public void inito, and it's going to take in my save data class, because it needs to modify that save data class. I was being nice. I mean, like, sometimes I did that. I also sometimes like to get a coffee and stuff, you know, like, so I'd walk downstairs and get a coffee and then maybe like some cereal or something. But you're right, Karazest. You know, I was probably still being a little bit too prepared. Okay, so in this thing, it's gonna have an init. Then I'm gonna pass down the save data. Or do I actually need that? I do need that. I need to pass in a save data. And then we need to have some serialized field private thing. You do it in the office, you're allowed to get coffee on company time at home. Yeah, make good points. You make good points. The points are valid. So, not slider. So this is, first one's going to be words per minute slider. And I need to have underscores because that's my naming convention. And then I'm going to have Farnsworth words per minute slider. And then I need to have some text for both of these. So more serialized field, private, and then it's like TMP text, or do I have to go TMP pro dot text? Is that how you call it? Text Mesh Pro. I actually gotta hate the name of that class because it doesn't feel like to me that that's a text object. It feels like, oh, this is like a this is like a product. It's not a text thing that I'm actually editing, you know? But it could just be me. Okay. So we then initialize all this, and then we're basically gonna go in init. We're gonna go and take a I have just probably I set two methods. Yeah, public void on words per minute changed. And we make that an int value. And then like another one for on Farnsworth. I don't know why I love just saying that word. Farnsworth. It sounds so fancy. It's a fancy word. So I like to say it fancily. Anyways, okay. And so, I don't need to change this, but I do need to change the value here, and I need to have a cached save data value that I can modify as well. Save data underscore save a data. Okay. So when we go init, we're going to go save data equals save data, and then we're going to go underscore words per minute slider dot value equals the underscore save data dot words per minute, and then basically just copy that line, go underscore Farnsworth words per minute slider, and save data, Farnsworth, words per minute. All right. And then there, and there. I'm gonna subscribe to these in the editor. I'm not sure if that call this immediately or not, so I'll have to check that. But text equals need to do this little thing and this little thing, and then words per minute value. There we go. And then if underscore save data is not equal to null, we will also set underscore save data dot words per minute to be equal to value. And I'm going to copy this and basically do something very similar. Farnsworth words per minute value, and then again Farnsworth words per minute value. All right. Okay. I might just call on words per minute changed of this, because I don't think it gets called when you set it directly. I could be wrong, but is this a float? Oh, it's a float. Okay, let's just change it to a float. And float. And then yeah, basically just copy this and then copy that and then paste this and paste that, and then I think we're kind of all hooked up there. Actually, I'm gonna test if that just gets called. I think it should. So I'll comment to that for now. Oh, hey Polygon, how's it going? Hope you're doing okay. It's been Wednesday supposedly you said you weren't feeling well or something, so hopefully that's no longer the case, but we get to see you stream today. At least I'm hoping. Words minute, Farnsworth. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Well, whenever you come back, I shall be appearing in your stream. So, hopefully, it's not too long. I am just changing difficulty stuff. Difficulty. Oh, Irish John is here. Hello to Irish John as well. How are you doing? I think I'm just like, I'm trying to figure out like what I don't have here. I think this is all I need in here for now. Oh, man. My brain is... Oh, I still have coffee left. Yay. Save me, coffee. Save me. I am desperately trying to get this all set up by the end of today, so I have like an hour and 40 minutes maybe. And so that I can make a build and I can start the playtest, and then I can stop looking at the build for a minute to make a Steam page, because goddamn, I need to have a Steam page. It's not. It's kind of one of those mandatory things now, seemingly nowadays. So, wait, what? It's not TextMesh Pro? What is this? TextMesh Pro text. Okay, so what is this? Text Mesh Pro UGUI. Okay, yeah. It's my like one issue with TextMesh Pro is I never know which stupid name to call it. Yeah, that is probably true. For the name, although I do know there's like there's another streamer, the Edom Games guy, right? He's just called his game Project Bloom, which I think he said is not his actual name. It's just kind of like a temporary name. So you can always set it and then just like change it later, as long as it's kind of good enough. Yeah, he's got a really cool game. It's definitely something that reminds me of like nostalgic of like playing, you know, all those like Final Fantasy games and stuff. But yeah, it's really cool. I wish I had time for those type of games. I wish I had time for games that are on PC, basically, nowadays. It's very hard to find those the time. I've got my life scheduled down like every single day to basically no free time. No, not no free time, but like on the days that I don't stream at this time, I hang out with the wife and we do things together. So you know, I don't really have other time that I can just go and play things. Okay, so I'm gonna go to screens. Where do I save my screens nowadays? Let's just find one and just go to it. That's the easiest way. There we go. Create C# script. What's this called? Right, so difficulty, select screen. Okay. Throw that on there. Let's just gotta compile first. Thinking you're going to go for building friends for now. Just need to spend more time with the names and come back. Yeah. Building friends is kind of it's an interest. I think it's a cool name because there's two meanings in it. There's like you're building a friendship, kind of like that kind of building, or it's literally the building, like you're building things and you're friends, right? I think that's kind of a cool double meaning name. So I like it for that reason. Yeah, exactly. I think that's a cool little I think well my child is giving my wife lots of difficulty today. He's doing this thing where he's just waking up extra early and he just wants us to like sit in there and be next to us, and does not want us to leave. But he does it so early. And then you would think that if he gets up early, he'd want to sleep earlier. Or like go to nap earlier. But he does not. He has a very specific nap time. And even when he wants to sleep at nighttime, he doesn't really want to sleep. You just have to like hold him down until he calms down enough, and then he sleeps. It's very difficult. Very difficult to get stuff working there. Oh, it's very nice of you to dedicate it to your niece. Supposedly, he got up. My child got up, was like crying for a moment, walked over to the door, and now has just laid next to the door, and gone back to sleep maybe. So if that's the case, that's cool for him. No worries, Pearl. Again, I'll see you around. The dog, Perzest, is like gone to sleep. I was gonna see if I can like navigate you guys to it. 1 second. He's gone into her crate. Oh. Oh, Mrs. Corky. Oh. Ah, fair enough. The great doggo cam, yeah. Yeah. She's also like 9 months pregnant, basically. I mean, like -2 weeks, so that's gonna be also another fun thing. Another reason why I want to get the build out is so that by the time I'm needing to take care of new child, this will all be done. So in difficulty select screen, what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to make a save data, or Second, I'm just going to go to save manager, try something. So in save manager, when I normally create start new game, I basically just make a new save and then load that. Now I could just go load Wait, why do I do this? And then over here I do that. That seems kind of silly. Why do I bother setting it? Save data. Instead of overriding it. Oh wait, so this is the loading of the string, right? So then in here, this is when I send it in. Okay, makes sense now. But I could separate these out. So I could just make the save data, and then we just load it later. This is public, so I could just go that way. Yeah, okay, let's just do that. So let's go public, save data, create new save. And so we'll just take this part. And for this one, we'll do that. But then I can just also go, I'll probably delete this in a second, but return save data. So then in wherever this screen is, I can go save data. I should cache this. Save data. It's privates here. Private underscore save data. There. And then, so then this guy will equal to save manager dot instance dot create new save. So each time we push the screen, we'll just create a new save, and then we will what are we doing next? We're gonna have, I guess, yeah, we have the serialized private little difficulty selector thing. So private serialized field thing, serialized field thing, private. I called it Morse code difficulty select, just with the underscore there. And then we're gonna go dot init with the underscore save data. Okay, so we're pushing that, we're doing that stuff. And so we go init, save data, we've loaded the save data. Then I need to have a public void start game, and we will just then go save manager dot instance dot load, and we will load the save data. I guess I'll just go null. I don't even have the incomplete. Yeah. So that, I think, works. So we just need to do a couple things. I wonder. The only thing I don't like about this is I do set the asset reference already, but I guess no matter what, if I start a new game or if I load a game, the asset reference is going to get changed. So that should be fine, actually. Yeah. And then I just need to kind of hook some of that stuff up. So begin, I have a begin button. I should also have like a back button, I guess. Back button. And then this will have the text of back. And it will just be located over here at position 30, 30. And then save some of that stuff. I guess I still need to do some of these things. So let's drag and drop that in there. And then we will hide the current. That's fine. Probably could make some tweens at some point, but I just don't feel like it for now. I think mainly I just want to make sure that this whole flow works, and then I can work on the presets. So to make this work though, we need to still actually hook up a couple of things. We need to make sure that begin button is hooked up to difficulty select and has the difficulty select screen start game. And then back button also needs to be hooked up to difficulty select, and it needs to have the difficulty select screen pop. So it pops the screen. And then we go out of there. We need to go to the main menu. And when I click start new game, I'm not going to do that anymore. I am going to now go green manager, not push the difficulty select screen. And yeah, so he's going to push that. And then the difficulty select screen is going to show up, and then you select the difficulty, and then we go begin. Okay. In my brain now, that is a flow. That is a complete flow that I just slammed in there. I do want to go every single time. Save manager. So now start new game no longer exists. So we create save data and then we load it. Basically, that's now the way I'm doing things. Are any of these pings that are on Discord relevant? No. Okay, cool. Meaning I can look at them later. So difficulty begin. All right. So save here. Give the doggo some treats. Don't make her come out. Okay. She's actually in a different bed now, but I will toss her some treats. So that she can enjoy the treats. She appreciates the treats, Karazest. All right. Okay, yeah, so I should be able to click play now and have this flow kind of work. All right. So we go new game. Actually, I feel like this shouldn't have the blurry effect. I will change that though. Oh, I never hooked up that change. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so let's go here. I don't think it should have dark and blurry. I don't think it needs it. But then as well, in this thing, I need to add it unchanged. I need to call this to call on words per minute changed. Oh, actually, no, wait, 1 second. Dynamic words per minute changed. There we go. And then same thing here. Need to go here. Morse code dynamic on Barnes work change. Okay. See if that works. New game. Okay. Oh, is there? Let's see. That's in terminal manager. Available. I think I fixed that. This is right? Yeah, I think I did fix that. Available commands. I must have noticed that between that build and oh, do I not even know how to spell available? Oh, available. Okay. This is why I need Karazest. Probably able. Yeah, it probably is. Probably is. You're probably right. I'm gonna trust you and just accept that. So for some reason, this sets this one still. It is just a Google search away. Available. Oh, you're right. Available. Okay. Go into here. So, difficulty select. Oh, it's probably literally in the code that I'm not doing this right. Where are you? Difficulty. Morse code difficulty select. Here we go. Yeah, it was here. Farnsworth. Words per minute text. Needs to be changed there. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Words per minute, Farnsworth words per minute. Yes, okay. It's not. If anything happened in there. Alright. New game. Also, I want each time I make a change. Actually, so I want to check. If I go back and I go new game, it's 10 and 10. So it does actually apply the default. Yeah, so it automatically will apply, call this. What I want to do is I need to have a little bool here. Private boole underscore has initialized equals true or equals false by default. False. And then we're gonna say equals true down here. And then in here, just gonna do an if has initialized audio manager dot instance dot play sound. What did I call this? I think it was hover. At some point I should probably make some cons, but not today. Today I'm just getting stuff done quickly. Why are there so many pings? Jeez. Okay. Okay. Recompiled. Now it's local play. Game. Yeah. Got the little slidey slide action here. Okay. Go back. And I can go new game, and it's gonna always be defaulting there. Okay. So now I just want to, I guess first let's just test this works. So let's go set this to 50, 50, because we're insane. Let's see what this sounds like. It does do it. So open E. Oh, I didn't click play. Oh, okay, damn. Oh, well, let's just go to a chest in game and in an actual level and. Alright. Alright. See what 50 words per minute sounds. Did it, but anyone know what that means? Did it, but I think, okay, I think it's N-A. No. Okay. Oh, okay, no, let's open an I. No. It's 2 letters, I'm pretty sure. Unless it's not. That's... Well, I mean, it works correctly, I think. I'll just find another chest. I'm testing difficulty settings, so it's meant to be hard. Oh, so Steve can be here now. I'm in Steve's zone. Oh god, I heard his footsteps. Oh, there he is. Okay, let's just not. Third, oh, of course there's a chest here, but so that's open W? No. Oh god. Can you not see me here? Oh, is the chest hiding his view? Oh my god. Elite hacks here. Oh god. That's horrifying. Alright, well. But. That sounds like S. But it's not S. Oh, goddamn. But. Okay, so open EI. Oh, well, Joseph's there now. I failed that many times. Hey, okay. I mean, I'm not expecting to be able to do Farnsworth well, so... Yeah, Joseph, you're around here, I know. But anyways, okay. At least, all I need to prove to myself is that 50 works. Do a pause so the chirp sound doesn't overlap. I think I am doing a pause. Alright, and you said you sent me a screenshot. Oh yeah, I fixed that. that's gonna be fixed. Garzest. I made it so that only certain things show up in that short list that's in your HUD, and that help command doesn't show up there anymore because it's just too big. It doesn't make sense. I think I also truncate it as well now if there's a really long one, but yeah. Okay, so now let's go just polar opposite, super slow mode. See how this works. I'm basically I need to know that they actually work. I'm so instinctively, yeah, okay. I'm so instinctive to just type in the answer here, so I just know it now. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, I did some changes in the little tutorial area. The command chirp. Oh. Right, when you click play. Is that what you're saying? Oh, yeah. That is actually a valid point. How do I... So 1 second, just checking. The reason that shows up is actually there's, I think... Because that I did a long time ago, and I think it's just kind of hackneyed in there, where... Screen manager, screen overlay... Must be in terminal screen. Like there's the keyboard comment interface. Where are you? Oh my god, there's so many things in here. Text box. I think text box just has a. It doesn't even have a sound. It's actually then on. Is it just on the HUD? Console log. No. Okay, maybe it's on the manager. Terminal interface. No. Okay, let me go to terminal screen. No, not terminal screen. Terminal manager. Yeah, there's definitely a beep, I think, but I just can't remember where I trigger the beep. Enter code, display. Not seeing a beep here. Code display. All right, no, it's in code display. All right, so code display, audio source, bleep, audio source. Okay, so probably what I should be doing here. I need to add another bool. No sound. Trouble with having a function with like a bazillion overrides is yeah, add a parameter to it. Sure gotta add a few of them. And then in here, if not no sound and that, right? And then in chest, when I go and have this terminal command, oh wait, okay, that's even harder. So in terminal manager, so when I might even make, you know, I'll just make this one generally not have sounds. I think. Or I could just make the command. I could just make it in the command. Okay, let's make it public bool no sound on submit. It's kind of like a weird edge case, I think. So I'm just gonna make it like that. So then in wherever I send this, comma. Oh wait, no, that one's fine. If I find the command, oh, add line. Okay. Ooh, okay. Well, we'll do then command dot no sound, or what? Sound, no, yeah, no sound on submit. Otherwise, I'll still display it, but just with false. So you've entered in the code, right? I think I found one of those already. What am I doing? What is happening? What just happened? Why is my screen, my world, just like so much darker now? I've done something to offend the Unity gods, I think. Oh, there we go. Okay. Clear. So now let's try playing. I think I fixed the invisible wall. Well, there's like a crack in the wall I fixed. I know that for sure. So go play. Still plays. What the? Oh. Yeah, okay. I didn't actually go to chest then and not chest data, but chest, and make it so that the play command score terminal terminal play command dot no sound on submit equals true. There you go. One of your walls is unintentionally. Yeah, I think I fixed that. I don't, unless it's like a big wall, then it's just see through. But yeah, hopefully you won't have to wait long. It should just my goal is probably going to be like sometime Saturday. I'm going to release it at least to Discord. So you guys will be the first to get it. All right. There we go. Yeah. Open. Yeah, I think like there used to be like a gap kind of like in here, right? Between the door and some of the things. So let's hear this one. That's almost painfully slow. But hey, it's different difficulties. So we've got that. So I think I'm happy with the ability to set it. Now I just want to make a couple different options, because obviously people coming into this are not going to know what difficulty they should be using. So and I actually kind of want to have a little bit of a description on the bottom. So I'll go description, and this will be in the bottom. That, but then with a Y pivot of this, and then 0, and then I just need to make sure that this actually has some more padding in here. Spacing, let's go 50. Even more maybe, let's go like 80. And then this, though, the description, will be much smaller, like 18 or something. And I want it to be heavy. Okay. So this controls how long each dit and da is in the Morse code listening sections. Lower numbers will be easier. Okay. So then we're going to go and copy this description. We're going to throw it into here. And then we're just going to set the position. Same thing here. This controls how much spacing there is between letters. Will help differentiate letters if lower than words per minute, cannot be higher than words per minute. Okay, so then I'm gonna do, I actually need to do one small thing in here in difficulty select. In both of these, I think I need to actually validate this slider value, because this can never actually be higher than this. So what I want to do is when this gets changed, like Farnsworth, if value is greater than words per minute dot value, then we're gonna set the slider value to be equal to this, and then we're returning because it'll call itself. Yeah, so we're gonna return. And then as well in this situation, I can do this lower down though. If value is less than this value, we're gonna set it to value. Because otherwise you get into weird situations. Okay. recompile that. We now have some descriptions, but I still need to add the okay. So in difficulty select, I'm gonna add a empty object, presets, and so this guy is gonna be much higher. So let's go 600. Maybe not that much. 450. Maybe go to 500. 500, sure. And just move them up a little bit. And then I want them to stretch out. Okay, so then he's a little bit higher. He's not getting in the way. And then he's going to be a horizontal layout group. And I'm not going to expand their width or their height. And he's going to be middle centered. Okay. Then we add a UI. Does it have? Just want to know. Selectors, scroll bars. What does their mode selectors look like? No. Okay. We're gonna make something quick. I think though I can probably go reach UI though and go button panel. Yeah. I mean, I guess it didn't look that bad. Button. Why is it looking like that though? Reach UI, button, sway, icon sway, panel, shop. What does the shop one look like? Could probably modify this one, but it's also kind of very specific. Button. Spot. Button. Let's go change this height to 500 and then change the width to maybe like 300 or like 400. Sure. There we go. And then this button on click, I can have some options to do things. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take these sliders and we're going to set their values to something. Value. Where's value? Value. Slider. Value. Okay. And there we go. Background. Placeholder image 1. Well, I need placeholder images, so how many placeholder images do you have? I don't think that's... Oh, there's so many different versions. I just want like a... This is too complicated. I'm just gonna make this way simpler. I'm gonna grab store screen. I'm gonna grab like this and make a version of this for here. Difficulty, select option or panel. I can make this prettier later, but just remove that. I'm gonna go find where this is located and then add a new prefab, original prefab. Okay, cool. And then it's not going to be a mono context thing. It's just pure setup. So I'm going to maybe have an image. I'm going to not have a count text. Unselected frame. Highlight. Oh, actually, no, I do need the unselected frame. Highlight. Kind of weird that how I'm going to be setting this up, but I don't have time to set it up hugely nicely. So oh, do they? I have never even looked at the date of manufacture on any of those, so you would know more about them than I would. What do they even say? Permission. Okay, so we're gonna call this, you know, the first one is easy. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think I've like temporarily like placed my universe in like 2500 or something like that. Let's say like made in Taiwan or something. Guess I know where the developer of this asset pack exists. Okay, so then this is gonna be bottom. And then I'm gonna have starting on the bottom, then lower like 20. We should do some padding though, so let's go. What do we do the padding here? It's 10, 10. Okay. 10, 10, no 10 there. Okay. Made for those that know Morse code and need a slow pace. Note that learning at this speed can slow down long-term progress. Okay. Okay, so I need to make this a little bit smaller then. Let's go like 16. So maybe do I want to do... Oh, I can't do, there's no justified. Okay. Whatever. I guess this is using normal text. Maybe I should not be doing that. Let's go, okay, fine. Let's go TMP. Title. Copy this. And then paste component values. And then I can delete this. And then I can go title. And then select squares. and then we can say easy. Then again, I just go copy component, we'll duplicate description, go paste values, delete the description one, make a new description, description. Oh god, wait 1 second. Just gotta copy this first, then paste that in at like 16, and then delete the old description. Description. Last door check was in, so it's pretty. And it still functions somehow, yeah. If only. Okay. Learning progress. Okay, so then let's just go. I want some sort of background, but I don't. Okay, let's just go first apply all here. And then we're gonna go in here, save. We're gonna move this image over. We're gonna take it a little off. We're gonna set this to be. I wish there was one of these that was just like white. It's like a background, so I could just tint it a little bit, but I guess you have all of them, so I could just like where is this folder? I just like tint all these dark generally, and then make them kind of fill out the background. That probably looks all right. Save. And yeah, by default this should be 300 by 500. Eventually I'm gonna have like a nice image there, but for now just like something is probably better. But yeah, if I go to images and go this, and then they have a few options, right? So actually the easy should probably be green, right? I could probably also move descriptions height up a bit, and then maybe make it a little bit bigger. 20. Okay. Let's go overrides, apply all of those, and then we will now just be in adding the difficulties. Actually, oh crap, we have to do these two, and these will set both of these again. Boom, and boom. Ooh, button. Okay, 1 second. Yanis the Wanderer, hello. How are you? Hope you're doing well today. Crap. Okay, so just need to, instead of adding the button here, I'm going to copy. I'm going to remove that button. I'm going to add everything. Create an empty layer. Button. And put everything in there, I think. Yeah. So let's first just do that. And put everything in there. And then go paste. Component is null. And then I note color tint. And actually, well, actually, 1 second. I'm gonna go and do a hover offset button. Why are your biscuit games risky? Yeah, eating biscuits is always risky if you're having dogs. The origin of the name is there's a phrase called "risk it for the biscuit," and so that's basically the idea. There is that I like mechanics where you have to, have some risk involved and stuff like that. So that's kind of where I came up with it. This needs to be on the bottom though. Okay, there we go. I think that's all right. All right. Okay. So now I have an easy difficulty. Okay, one more change. I feel like the padding for the description is not enough. I need to look a little bit more. 14 by 14 by 14. Not by 114, just by 14. All right, save. Maybe this should also just be like slightly less white than the easy header. The title could probably also be a little bit larger. Let's just go 40. Okay. All right. So now I have this. I need to then go to button, and then I need to go into these things, and this is where I actually set the difficulties. So easy. And honestly, I think if I'm looking at the values, slider value, I think 10, or I'll do 8 as like the easiest value. I think 5 is painfully slow. I don't think I want to subject people to that. And then I'm gonna go call it beginner. Is the next one. And so we'll change the thing here to beginner. Description. No Morse code, but want to learn at an accelerated pace. Will be harder to start, but long term you'll progress faster. So the settings here will be in button, and so basically I think they said to do work experiment at 24, but then we'll do a Farnsworth of 12. Again, I don't know if these are actually good or not, but again, we'll play test it and we'll see. People will tell me what they think. And then I just want to change the image color. Let's make this one an aqua. And then we will go to the next one. So then there's intermediate. And so again, we're going to go title, intermediate. You sent me a sneak peek. Oh, those ones. Oh, you can just walk through them, yeah. Just to show other people. Yeah, I think there was like a collider missing for those things. I'm pretty sure I fixed that one. Okay, so I guess intermediate I need to size down a little bit. So let's go like 36, 34, 32, 33, 32, 31. There we go. I guess I gotta make them all now 31. Okay, let's just yeah. There we go. Okay. So then made for those that are more familiar with Morse code. No Farnsworth adjustment and a slightly higher speed. Okay, and then last but not least, I guess so, gotta change these actual settings. So let's make them both like 28, not 38, 28 and 28. And I don't really know if any of these values are actually good or not. I think I was doing like 20 though before. So I don't know, we'll see. And then I'll call it expert. It's the last difficulty value here. And then we're gonna go, I didn't change the color for intermediate, but well, we'll change that later. Expert. And so, I don't know. So then the button, we'll set them to, I'm gonna just do 40 and 40. Okay. And so now let's just go image for this one. What's the most scary one? None of them are really scary. Sunset, maybe? Yeah, okay, that one's with the darker tone, that's better. And then intermediate. So we already have blue, we have that. What about a purple, maybe? No, it's too close to that one. What about pinky? Yeah, there we go. I think that's good enough. Okay, and then I think I would want one little blurb on the top here. I might even want to move this whole thing down just a little bit. So let's move this down by like 30 pixels. So let's go 300, maybe 310. And then we'll move this guy down a little bit. And then UI, TextMesh Pro. I'm gonna do squares, and then basically I'm gonna do difficulty description. So people coming into this game blind, basically I need to explain what they're about to deal with here. Okay. Just looking at this as like a screen, right? This game aims to teach you Morse code. When listening, is listening have two ends or one end? Listening to, I guess should change this a little bit smaller too. What was it right now? It was 30, so let's change it to 28 or something. Morse code, there are various different speeds. Please pick the one please pick one according to your Morse code skill. I don't know. Think that makes sense? Maybe I should make this wider. Maybe I should probably indent that a little bit better. Or like line break it. When listening to Morse code, there are different speeds. Let's just widen this out so I can do that. So when listening to Morse code, there are very different speeds. Please pick one according to your skill. Morse code skill level. All right. Save that, I think. Okay, now let's see if this whole thing works. Also, Yanis the Wanderer, if you're here now, I can show you what I'm working on if you're interested. I just was trying to set this up so that it would be ready for tomorrow. New game. Oh, why do none of my images show up? They're such pretty images. Okay, but I can click on this. And it changes the values there. I'm also reconsidering that dark and blurry background. I might do it because the background. That's interesting that it actually does do something where, like, if it was selected already, it doesn't quite do the thing until you select something else. Interesting. I don't know why that does that. I didn't code it to do that, but I guess you have to leave it. No. Still gets the click, but doesn't actually move. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, so why, there's two things. Why is the image disabled? Oh, there's like I think there's probably a thing attached to it, isn't there? And the other one is I want the dark and blurry in this background. Presets, easy, button, image. Yeah, there we go. This guy's got to go. Remove component, apply to prefab. There we go. Save. Oh god, did I? Well, let's just look at it. I'm a native English speaker, don't you know? Made for those that are, that are more familiar with Morse code. No Farnsworth adjustment and slightly higher speed. Yeah. There we go. I feel like I should make beginner maybe 20 instead, but I don't know. Again, these are just presets. You can change it as you want, right? There we go. And I want to check, so yeah, I can't drag it more than that. Then if I drag this down, it does actually drag both of them down. There you go. Sweet. I am very happy with this screen, I think. Okay, so let's do beginner. Entering safe zone. Play. Yeah. Sweet. Okay. I think I'm happy with that. Think I'm happy with that. It's a very shiny handle. Okay. So let's go to there. Needs more icons for. Yeah, eventually. I just have like 30. I have less than 30 minutes to go today. The mill, yeah. I mean, it was more that I was probably almost thinking of like screenshots of like different monsters. Like the expert would have like Steve screaming at you, and then the easy one was just like Steve sitting there or something. I don't know. It might be a little more comedic rather than serious, but yeah, some sort of icon probably is good long term, but these will do for now. And so now the only other thing I want to do is my little pop-up, right? So just to check back on Trello, right? I had this. I should have put that in the doing. Make a screen. I'm starting the screen. Oh, right. I didn't actually add the option to adjust the difficulty in settings. Damn it. Do I do that first? I guess I do that first. Okay. So hopefully this doesn't take too long. So settings screen. I'm going to go into here and then go difficulty select and then go settings screen. So actually what I need to do is for these, I want to go select and then I'm going to drag this guy into here. He's going to be a little common thing. Oh, like if you walk too close to them, you see through the front panels. Is that what you're saying? It's entirely possible. Entirely possible. Okay. I'll take a look at that probably off stream. Really want to get this thing. Okay, so what I basically need to do here is I just need to take the controls list and bump it up a little bit. Can hang out up there. And then I drop this guy in so that he's sitting down here. And then and go into settings screen. And then we go add. Where's my difficulty select screen? I just need to grab this basically. And then in settings screen, you have this. And then in I guess in start I can even, yeah, I can initialize it because it's going to be the same save data every single time. So dot init save manager dot current save data. All right, so let's see if this works. Just need to drag and drop it and connect it. Yeah, so it's like I assume the 5 letters is kind of too much. Is that what you're saying? I assume that's what you mean. Setting screen. Drag and drop this guy. Save. Savey save. Savey, 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 save. All right. Game. Do expert again. All right, and then I can pause. I go settings. I can change these all the way back down to this. Apply changes. Resume. Play. Nice. Okay, yep. So it instantly changes. Yeah. I should actually add a line in difficulty select. All right. So now settings screen, hide you, and then difficulty select, open you. Just gonna set a timer for myself so I don't go too long. Difficulty select. So in the difficulty description, which I might actually need to add more space to, so let's go to 200, or and just center this. These can be adjusted in settings later. Okay, there you go. Alrighty. So okay. So difficulty done. This is why I have the Trello board, because otherwise I would have forgotten about the settings thing and just continued on. And yeah, okay. So now this guy. See if I can hammer this guy out in like a few minutes. So basically, I just need a message pop up. So I'm going to make a screen called C# script message pop up. And he's going to not do any of this. He's going to do it's going to inherit from UI screen. And then he's going to have, I think so, to make this a little bit longer term, tm pro dot text mesh pro UGUI, text mesh pro, just text, I think I'm going to call it. And then I'm going to have a public string text. I don't know, maybe I should just make it a method. I'll just make it a method. Public void set text string text, and then I'm gonna say, actually this should be underscore, and where's my private? My private declaration, private text, dot text equals text. Okay, there we go. Bing bada booma. All right, and then so in Screen Manager now we're gonna recompile first, I guess. It's already recompiling, I think. I had lots of fun with 5 letters. Wish there were 6. I'm like in the dungeons of the station. Still can't find Steve. Now it's like door, then door, then door. Not a dig at anything. Yeah. Okay, cool. I mean, the fact that you're saying you had lots of fun with 5 letters is cool. I kind of made it at 5 letters so that I would, like, that was supposed to be my point of absurdity, that no one would like it. So the fact that you do like it is interesting. And also, Steve in these future versions is pretty much always going to be present because he smashes through doors pretty consistently. And also, you'll have Joseph, so you'll have plenty to keep you active in the new thing, I think. Hopefully. I just want to copy one screen that I can delete everything else on. So this is called message pop up. I'm gonna remove this. I don't need this either. Definitely getting better at transmitting. It's more visible at 5. Can you walk into the bench? It could have been one of those things that I just never thought of because I just never walked into it. I'll check that in just a minute. UI. Okay, so I want to see. Does Reach UI have credits? No. Canvas, widgets, socials. Switch. They just not have a model window. Standard? What does standard look like? Okay, you know, that's actually pretty close to probably what I want. So yeah, we'll do this. Hopefully this thing doesn't have too much weirdness in it, but so there's a background, cool, content. Basically, I only need the continue button. I don't need the cancel button. Confirm. So on confirm, on click, we basically go to message pop-up and go message pop-up dot pop. And then the main content, which is the description, is what I'm gonna set as this. If I change this, does this automatically, like, say, copy, paste, 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 paste. Yeah, okay. Sweet. And then there's a header. I should probably have a title as well. Okay, so So text. So there's description. I'll make a string title and string description. And so I guess I have to probably rename this. Let's go title text and then description text. Okay. And so description text equals that, and we'll just go this, and then we'll go title text equals title. All right. Okay. Compile. Alrighty, and so back to here, we just need to now redrag description and then title. Is supposedly an icon here? That's fine as an icon. Okay. And then confirm. Yeah, that's good. Okay. I am happy with how that looks. So let's just go out of that and then save there. I still don't have it coming up. Exit prefab mode. Yep. But then I will just, I want to check that workbench. Let's go new game, whatever, beginning. So do that. Oh wow. Totally right. Okay. Is it that I made? So physics is the player. Where's player? Player. They should collide with interactable. Unless I made it a trigger for some reason. Player base, workbench. Inspect. Collider. It is a trigger for some reason. Okay, if I don't make it a trigger, yeah, that works, and then I can still interact with it. Okay, so for some reason it was just a trigger. So that's easy enough to fix. So save here, go to this, workbench, collider, don't be a trigger. Okay, sweet. And then, yeah, let's go back to the main scene. Thanks for pointing that out, Kerzest. It's funny that literally no one else played the game and did that because they just all like intuitively just like thought, oh, I'm not gonna walk into the workbench. Kerzest is the best tester, it seems. You probably also have just put the most hours into this game. I don't think anyone else has come close. Okay, so now the only other thing I need to do is in HUD, or no, in main menu. Main menu. We need to have it's going to be a public static bool. Not public actually. It's going to be private. Underscore has shown start message. So basically each time we boot, I'm just going to display this. Eventually I might do something more fancy where it only does it like the first time you ever actually see the game, but you know, whatever. If has not seen start message, we are going to go and do something. So I'll then go underscore as seen start message equals true. And we're going to go screen manager dot push message pop up, and we're going to go dot set text to be greetings user. Then I'm gonna have a big thing of text to be. I'm usually a horrible tester. You broken anything, yeah, I guess. Okay, so description. Description is gonna be thanks for playing my game. /in. It's still a work in progress, and there's many more things be done. I know I can go like, I thought when I did this in other programs, it's a little bit smarter. I don't care if this is a little unperformant. I'm just gonna, I need lines. And there's many more things to be done. I hope you can get a good feel for the core game loop at this point. For core game loop at this point, I'm going to what else would I want to say? Main thing, I guess, if you have feedback, please join my Discord and let me know what you think. I don't want to tell too much. Like, if it's still a work in progress and there's more things to be done, but I hope you can get a good feel for the core game loop at this point. If you have any feedback, please join my Discord and let me know what you think. I guess I could add a line for just and plus, and then /n/n. Probably put 2 n's here. /n/n. Some larger long-term mechanics that still haven't been developed. So there isn't also the tutorial is really just placeholder. // Okay. If you have any feedback, please join my Discord and let me know what you think. Period. Would love to have more people join the community. All right. Should I add a sincerely? Okay, I just need to quickly see what that looks like, and then I gotta get going. While this is compiling, let's just see who's on. Back to Twitch. Sundown's on. You can write Sundown. Sweet. Okay. Twitch. I know. Thanks for playing twice. Fair enough. A wonderful day / night / whenever you're playing this game. Let's keep it going. There we go. Okay. Come on, come on. Let's do this. By 9. Scale is off. Okay, so play. Play? No? Play? Play, thank you. Thank you, play. Why? Oh, wait. What? Screen manager. Message pop-up. Okay. Why is this? Oh. Okay, 1 second. I just need to... I need to change a couple things. So, in message pop-up, it does not hide current because it shows over top of things. And then I probably just need to go remove this and then remove whatever the animator is. That probably makes it less pretty long term, but that's... I'm not using their screen management tool. At least not now. Why does it make my entire background screen? That's weird. Okay. Maybe I should just make it use the dark and blurry background. Pop ground backup. That was weird, right? Keys. There we go. What are the hotkeys? Close. Interesting. I don't need it right now. All right. Anyways, and then go. Copy doc and buggery. Okay. Save that. Ooh. Greetings, user. Thanks for playing my game. It's still a work in progress, and there's many more things to be done, but I hope you can get a good feel for the core game. Well, there are some larger, I don't know why there's a... doesn't need to be a capital S. There are some larger, long-term mechanics that still haven't been developed, so they're... and then I should... still haven't been developed. But there are still 15 levels of difficulty. Still 15 access zones with increasing difficulty levels for you to explore. Oh, so the tutorial. Just play some. And maybe I should just make that its own little section. /n/. Okay, let's see. If you have any feedback, please join my Discord and let me know what you think. Would love to have more people join the community. Hope you have a wonderful day /9 whenever you're playing this game. Risky Biscuit. I should probably do the dash Risky Biscuit, eh? That like implies more of a message. Yeah, in this new version, there's 15 gradations of difficulty. Nope, developed. Ah, yep, you're good. Good catch. Developed. All right. Literally last time I'm gonna do this. If there's anything mistakes still, I need to do. Oh no, you're giving me spelling mistakes. Spelling corrections. Are still 15. There are still 15. Yeah. Right. Okay. So that one hasn't come in place, but it looks a little weird, that kind of pop-up style, because how everything else in my game looks, but it's fine. Literally just trying to get this thing in. There we go. All right, and sorry, I will pet the doggo when I raid out here. We're gonna raid. Let's see if this thing works. Guess first of all, I don't know, whoever's lurking in here, if you haven't joined my Discord, join my Discord. You'll be able to play this thing probably tomorrow. Gonna do Raid Morse. Come on. Come in, Streamlabs. You can do it. No? You can't do it? Okay. Well, oh well. You literally just gave me something else, but we'll raid out Sundown. He's making a cool Turok 2D type game, I think. I think that's how it's described. But we'll get over there. I need to be jumping off though, like right now. So thanks to everyone for watching. Thanks Garazest for giving me such good feedback, and I hope you enjoy the playtest that should be releasing tomorrow. So see you guys then. Bye bye.